At the beginning, as you see here, states of water, types of water based on availability, types of water based on salinity, importance of water, water a limited resource. So here within this there is characteristics of water also. Okay, so we have to study that too. Right. So states of water. We'll move to the chapter first. So as everyone knows, water is the most important natural resource given to us by nature. Right. But here, when you were small, they might ask you what are the importance of water, how do you describe water. Then you can tell we use water to drink. Water is very useful. Water is liquid. So examples for water as rivers. Yeah. But then now we study water in three states. So there are three states. States meaning solid, liquid, and gas. Okay, the way how they exist. So there are three states, right? So first we'll see the solid state of water. I'll come to this activity, but first let's see the solid state of water. So here you see, right, water in solid state. So in solid state, there is ice, snow, glaciers. Okay, so you know ice cubes, right? So ice cubes and then snow. The snow is also coming in solid state. Okay, it is not liquid, it is solid. And then glaciers. So have you seen glaciers? Glaciers is the let me check. Right. So here this is glacier, which is like a hill or like a mountain, right? So these are glaciers. So see, even snow, when there is snow in we don't have snow here. In foreign country, when there is snow, the whole area covers with white. So if it is liquid, this won't happen, right? The liquid will easily dry off and like it will not stay in one place. But solid, it will spread throughout and stay in the place. Okay, and then we have this ice cubes. So here, glaciers can be seen in southern and northern poles of the world. So where do you see glaciers? Southern and northern poles. Like extremely cold countries, we can see glaciers. Then countries with winter season, we can see snow, right? So in this activity, what they are showing us is the previous one. Activity 3.1, they are showing us the three states of water. So we need here is ice cubes, test tube, and a burner. So this is a test tube, okay? It is like a tube in case you don't know, you have no idea. This is scientific equipment, lab equipment. So this is test tube. And then this is a test tube holder. Since this is the burner, okay? So what you have to do is, you have to heat the test tube using the burner. So because of that, you can't hold it by your hand. So they use a test tube holder. So when you heat ice cubes, it will convert to water, right? After some time, the whole ice cube will get heated and melt, right? And then after a certain point, even the water is going to evaporate. Like water will convert to gas, right? Water vapor is formed. So that is why we say there are three states of water. Ice, when heated, is formed liquid. Liquid, when heated, it is formed as water vapor, right? So solid, liquid, and gas. Ice, liquid, or liquid water, the normal water, and the water vapor. So all three are considered as water, okay? Right. So here, they have given us the observation also. This is ice. It is converted to liquid, and then this liquid is converted to gas. Hope you can see my screen. If not, just let me three states of water, three physical states of water. Right. So we did this. The examples are snow, glaciers. Then we can find glaciers in southern and northern pole. Then snow in winter countries. I mean the countries which have winter season. And ice, obviously, you have refrigerator, you have ice cubes. Okay. Then next we have water in liquid state. So this water is generally considered as water by everyone. In lakes, streams, river, tank, ponds, wells, seas, all these are considered as liquid state of water. Okay, the word water in a language normally refers to this water. So normally we refer water normally we use the word water to refer this. So we know river, well, and then you have sea, tank, right? So this is liquid state of water. Next, we have water in gaseous state. So this is the water vapor, gas. So here, steam and water vapor. Do you know steam? Like if you are not well, you take steam, right? Doctors advise you, if you have cold, they advise you to take steam. Like you cover yourself with a pot of hot water and you inhale the, like, it's not smoke, it's the steam. Extreme heat water, the smoke kind of thing, right? So that is steam, or we call it as water vapor. So this is the example of gaseous state of water. Water exists in the atmosphere as water vapor, right? So even in a normal surrounding air, so atmosphere is the air surrounding the earth, right? So there we can find there is water vapor, right? So that is there is we if you check, if you have a, if you use a phone, your parents' phone or something, or else if you check the temperature, the weather condition, you will have something called humidity. Okay, so that is the measure of this water vapor, humidity. Right. So let's do the following activity to find out whether there is water vapor in the atmosphere. So here you have a second activity. So what they do here is fill half of the glass with water. Observe the outer surface of water glass after some time. Put some ice cubes into the glass and close it with a piece of cardboard. Observe the outer surface of the glass after some time. Record your observation. Right? So they are asking you to fill a glass of water and cover it, cover it with a cardboard and check the, sorry, not cover it with the, sorry. You have to fill half glass of water, check the outer part or outer surface of glass, and then put some ice cube, cover the cardboard, and then check it again, right? So let's see what's happening. What happens here is water vapor in the atmosphere is condensing. Condensing means cooling down and forming liquid. Okay, so when you heat water, it becomes water vapor. But when you cool down water vapor, it becomes water. Okay, it is reversing. The process is coming backwards. Okay, so then when it condenses means cooling down. So cools down and can be seen on the outer surface of glass. So you don't have to cover it. When you just fill a glass of cold water, what happens is the outer surface of glass becomes wet, right? You can see water droplets in the outer surface of glass. So that is because the water vapor in the atmosphere is getting cooled down. There is no normal temperature. No. You have a cold temperature, or a temperature which is suitable for cold, right? So because of that, water vapor is cooling down. Hope you understood this. So these are the three states of water: solid, liquid, and gas. So we have come through two activities. One is to identify three states of water. That is, you heat ice, it will convert to liquid, and after some time, it will convert to water vapor. The second activity is observe the glass filled with cool water. You can see water droplets in the surface of water. So that is because of the water vapor in the atmosphere. Okay, that is because of the water vapor in the atmosphere cooling down and getting collected in the glass. So it cools down because of the ice water or ice cube in the water. Now we have types of water based on availability. So what happens to the raindrop when they fall onto the earth? Give me a second. So availability is, they see how much water is available on earth, right? So when you see raindrops, they flow. Sometimes they are absorbed by soil. Sometimes get collected as mud too, right? So rainwater, you can see the wet soil, or you can see mud. You can see it spreading through rivers, lakes, and etc. Let's do the following activities to find out what is happening to the water, raindrops when it falls to earth. So glass tank, clay, sand, stone, gravel in soil, tin with small holes. So you just have to take all of these and put some water droplets and so put the components of soil into the glass tank. Okay. So you have a glass tank, you put the components which we mentioned above. So you have stones, then you have sand, gravel, then you have sand, then you have clay, and then we put water in a way it is raining. Okay, so the tin with small holes is used for this. Right. So here it falls like rain. So this is the reason of using a small hole. I mean, using a tin with small holes. So what happens? Rain is falling down and it is spreading, right? It spreads throughout these components. Now see, the water comes through the tin and falls on the soil. It's called as precipitation. So we have this word, precipitation. The water which flows through the components of soil is called groundwater, and water remaining on soil is called surface water, right? So precipitation is the falling water, right? Or we call it as rain. So there is another name for rain, that is precipitation. And then the water which is flowing through the soil, okay, or which is flowing inside, okay. So that is called groundwater. And on the surface, the water which stay on the surface is called as, on the top of the ground is called as surface water. So accordingly, rain, groundwater and surface water are the ways in which water exists. So this is the way how water is existing. So you have surface water, you have groundwater, and you have the rainwater. So these are the three types of water: surface, ground, and rainwater. Right. So precipitation. The types of precipitation are rain, snow, hail, and sleet. So all of these are falling from the sky. Okay. You know rain, you know snow. Hail is, I'll show you a small clip of hail, image of hail. Have you heard about this frozen rain? Like cubes of water falls down from sky. So there were certain incidents like that. So that is dangerous. Okay, ice cubes would fall like rain. So that is hail. I'll try to show you the image, right? So yeah, what happens is when there is hail and you leave your vehicle outside, then it's done. You are finished. All the whole vehicle is going to get damaged because ice cubes are falling from such a height. Here you see these are the ice cubes fallen from sky. Okay, the ice cubes. So when there is hail, you have to be careful. And next we have sleet. So sleet is something similar, but not to the level of hail. Okay, it is a little bit tiny. So it comes like this, tiny ones, like similar to snow. Okay, not snow, but it is similar to snow. So these are the types of precipitation. It falls down: rain, snow, hail, and sleet. Then we have the surface water. So that is what we see: ocean, river, sea, stream, tank, pond, lakes, waterfalls. The water which is remaining on the surface, on the ground, which is visible. And next we have the groundwater. So this groundwater is well and spring. So you have to dig the ground to get water. For wells, you have to dig the ground in several feet, and then only you can find water, right? So these, now we know there are three states of water and three ways how the water is available. So three states are solid, liquid, and gas, which is ice cubes, normal liquid water, and the water vapor. Then we have three ways how water exists or water is available. That is rain or precipitation, surface water, and groundwater. Right. So then now we'll look types of water based on salinity. So salinity is the salt. Okay. They see the salty taste in the water, or the salt produced in Salton by vaporizing. Oh, sorry. Right. Salt dissolved in water. Okay, so this is what they check here. How much salt, or how much water is salty. So this is salinity. Best example is water can be categorized as fresh water, that is the river, sea, all those, marine water, and then brackish water. So we'll see the characteristics, okay? Fresh water we can find in well, pond, rivers, not the lakes which we have now in Sri Lanka. It's completely corrupted. That is, it's actually dirty. Right? So fresh water, we have wells, ponds, rivers, stream, waterfall. Then, yeah. So here the amount of salt dissolved is very low. Salt dissolved is very low. Next we have marine water. So in marine water, the salt dissolved is very high. Okay. The salt dissolved here is very high. The best example for that is sea and ocean. Okay, so all of us know sea and ocean has so much salt in water. So that is where we get salt also, sodium chloride. So this normal salt we use scientifically, the components are sodium chloride. So yeah, you have the term here. Okay, sodium chloride is produced in Salton. So the place where salt is produced is called as Salton. How do they produce it? By vaporizing seawater, which means by evaporating the water, by heating the water, water gets evaporated and salt is remain, right? So this is how they get water. And then we have brackish water. This is the water we find in lagoons. So I'll show you lagoon. So this is a lagoon. Okay, it is like a small lake. Okay, so here it's brackish water. The amount of salt dissolved here is less than marine water and higher than fresh water. Right. So if you have doubts, or I can like make you memorize these stuffs in the class, it's okay. When I ask you one question more than 3 times, obviously that is going to stay in your mind. So I do that normally. I make the student keep memorize majority of the part within the class itself, so it will be easy for them to study also. So let's find the salinity of water. 10 gram of salt, drinking water, 50 milliliter beaker, and a triple beam balance. Yeah, since we have time limitation, let's keep this activity for a while and look into the next topic. Okay, so now we studied 3 topics, that is states of water, what types of water based on availability, that is how water is available, in which way, and then based on salinity, that is based on the salt dissolved in the water. So in fresh water, marine water, and then we studied brackish water. So fresh water has very low, marine water has very high salt, and in brackish water is in medium, lower than marine water, higher than fresh water. Right? So now we have importance of water. So importance of water for human activity. So not only for human, water is important for uh, animals, water is important for industry. Industry means business activities also. Production, producing stuffs. I'll explain, we'll look in forward. So water is very important not only for existence of life, but also for human activities. Think how many times you use water activities. So tell if you're there, yeah. I could have asked you what are the activities you do using water? So agriculture, washing clothes, bathing, and even small kids play with water also. So for transportation, have you ever played with water? Yeah, obviously, yeah. Like even I played with water when I was small, right? So here they have given something that is to produce hydroelectricity. So using water, they produce electricity. We have a hydro power plant in Sri Lanka also. And for transportation, so this ship, like you sell things to outer countries, which we called as export, okay? we sell stuffs to the businesses sell stuffs to out foreign countries, and at sometimes they use this ship. They use waterways to send the stuffs out, right? So importance of water, even to generate electricity and even for exporting products also. So importance of water for existence of life. So here they have given certain importance for existence of life. Here these are the advanced, or these are the things you have to now tell about water, the useful importance or useful way of using water. When they ask you, you have to tell this, not drinking, bathing, or sleep, washing clothes, not all those. Okay, so to transport nutrients throughout the body, for plants to absorb minerals. Okay, so because of water only, water is only taking minerals towards plants. Okay, to transport nutrients, to transport, because water spreads everywhere. So water is dragging the nutrients, water is dragging the minerals towards the human and plant body. So for the rigidity of plants, when there is no water, plant is going to die. It's going to be weak. And then for photosynthesis, so when for a plant to produce new food, they need water. Without water, they can't produce new food. Then for cooling the body, your body has to be cooled down. So even nowadays, when there is high heat, high temperature, they always ask, even in news, to drink more water. And as a medium of living habitat. Okay, so as a medium of living, meaning fish, water animals, aquatic animals live in water. So that is what they mean here, to digest food. So these things, even if you can't remember, you can use your own words and write in exam. And then as an excretory medium of animals, right? So obviously excretory medium, you would understand how your digestive system ends up. Let's take sweat. Your sweat has liquid, your sweat has water. Okay. Then water is a limited resource. This is the final topic, I would say, the importance. Yeah. Water is a limited resource. So under this only, we have to study about water vapor. Right. So here we see 70% of Earth's surface is covered with water, but we can consume only 0.01% because solid state of water is 2.58%. Then seawater is only having the majority, right? Seawater has 97.41%. So obviously, you can't drink water with high amount of salt. That is not even healthy, okay? And the consuming water is 0.01%. So out of that 0.01%, there is so much water pollution also. If you are from Colombo, you would know this Gangarama river. It's a really nice place, but when you go near that place, when you travel across, passing by that river or that lake, sorry, uh, it really stinks. It smells so bad. That is because of water pollution. Right? Even though water is a natural resource, most of the people use it in a very careless manner. And we even waste water. So since we have so much, well, earlier days, like our parents, our grandparents, they didn't have water. So what they were doing, they were using water in a very careful way. Now we have this water, it comes flowing 24 hours. So we just use it in a very careless way. Compared to old days, these days we use water in a very careless way. So this is also a reason for water getting, like, not polluted, we would say wasted. So you can't use that water again. 0.01% water should be used very carefully, right? So water pollution, there are some water bodies with different type of waste materials, bad smell. So as I told, okay, that Gangarama Lake, what happened is, because of this factory waste is released to water, it is completely dark color, and then they release the waste materials, it smells very bad, and then addition of waste materials to water till it become unsuitable for consumption is known as water pollution. So can we just go to a lake and drink water? No, right? We can't even keep it in our mouth. It's so dirty. Like we don't even touch those water. So how would we consume it, right? This is water pollution. So what the definition of water pollution is addition of waste materials to the water till it becomes unsuitable for consumption. So there are two keywords: waste materials, unsuitable for consumption. Two key phrases. Okay, so these two should be there. You add waste materials to a level where it is now not suitable to consume. Okay, even though there is only 0.01%, this is happening very often. So the reason is due to unawareness and carelessness of people. Water is limited, only 0.01% can be used, but still people are wasting and polluting the water. They have given the example also, a river with polluted water, and obviously this is a Sri Lankan example, I guess, I think. Right, so they have given the methods of polluting water, adding agrochemicals and chemicals, then adding polythene, plastic. So obviously it's the dirt which we use in our home. Then releasing chemicals from impure water right. So as I already said you, since water is very limited and people are polluting water, they release toilet materials, they release the dirt, they throw garbage, they throw chemicals. From factories, they put all their waste used water or dirty water to river or lakes and something. Like even the Gangaram example I told, you can also check Google like how dirty it is, okay? If you have not seen it. So this is the reason why we need to protect water. Water is limited as well as important. Obviously, we cannot survive without water. Water has so many importance, so many uses. So we have to protect water, and it is very limited. So without wasting, without polluting, we have to try our maximum to get it done. Right? So since people have no idea, they have less idea about the availability of water, about how much water we can consume, people are very careless about it. So we have to educate them. We have to start from our own self. Stop wasting water. Do not throw dirt to water. You have to take care of water. Water is very precious, right? So having said that, I would like to end the session. So if you join, you would understand. We will have Q&A sessions. I will ask questions, you will answer. So I will try my maximum to make you memorize everything within the class itself. So then we don't have to put extra efforts later for studying for exam and stuff. So if you memorize majority part now, it's very easy. And science, basic science, obviously, if you understand, if you're okay, it will be very nice, very easy. Okay, so since we have limited time for today, I was not able to share more interesting facts. Also, like there are certain science and the normal world is connected. So we can have so many examples also. Yeah. So having said that, we'll end the session for today and have a good day. Thank you.
ලංකාවේ පිළිගත් විශ්වවිද්‍යාලවල ඉගෙනුම ලබමින් සිටින සරසවි ශිෂ්‍යයන්ගේ පූර්ණ මාර්ගෝපදේශනය යටතේ ඉන්ඩිවිජුවල් හෝ ගෲප් ක්ලාස් එකක් ඔබත් කරගන්න කැමතිද? එක ශ්‍රේණිය සිට 13 ශ්‍රේණිය දක්වා ඕනෑම විෂයක් ඉංග්‍රීසි, සිංහල, දෙමළ ඕනෑම මාධ්‍යකින් ඔබේ හැකියා දක්ෂතා දුර්වලතා හොඳින් හඳුනාගෙන ඔබටම ගැලපෙන සුවිශේෂී ක්‍රමවේද ඔස්සේ ආසාවෙන් ඉගෙන ගන්න. දැන්ම අපිට කතා කරන්න 76යි 168යි 81යි 69 හැන්දෑවේ ඉස්කෝලේ හීන පෙන්වන්න නෙවෙයි පාර පෙන්වන්න.